All right, now that we've got that introduction out of the way, we shall go ahead and start the meat and potatoes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Shiftry. So, yeah, this is post commentary. I did this run on, I believe it was a Tuesday, and it is very interesting.
Here we go.
I originally believed when I started this run that I wouldn't get it too much better than um, okay, that's a little too low. We're gonna have to lower that a little bit, aren't we? All right. I believe that I wouldn't get this run any better than a 2 hour or 3 hour, sorry, 3 hour and 20-minute time, because there's a lot of stuff that just happens in this run, and there are a bunch of things that I didn't account for, and we'll just discuss them as we go along. So anyway, for starters, let's talk about my nuts, as opposed to everybody else's nuts. Yeah, everybody else, their nuts are a little earlier than mine in terms of RNG sequence. Icy Chippy are using 1602, which is it's pretty good. It's bashful. It is 1431,585,18 on the IVs and nature. Then you have Amoeba, who is using like 3627 or 30 something. It's in the mid 3000s somewhere. Broad range, I know, but still. And it is naive, got speed, got like one attack, IV, and 26 special attack, I think. So Amoeba's turns primarily special. And as you can see, I've got Amoeba's splits that I'm comparing to for the purpose of this run, just so that I can compare. I wanted a good baseline, because I thought, hey, a good run of mine would be somewhere around Amoeba's time. And we'll talk about that when we get to it. First and foremost, I like a Torchic. Specifically, I want as good a Torchic as I possibly can. And the best Torchic that I could come up with was frame 1026. That is, for people who don't understand, the same frame that we use for the normal Emerald any percent glitchless Mudkip. So I'm basically trying to use the exact same encounter list manip. To very little effect, mainly because of two reasons. Torchic is a longer name than Mudkip, and Scratch has a longer name than Tackle. I did not adjust my offsets according. That's my bad. Probably could have gotten away with it if I did, but I'm not sure. Something that I need to... Oh yeah, I had a controller disconnection right here. I forgot about that. Yeah, I had a literal controller disconnection coming out of the fight. It was weird. Anyway, I don't think that I have another one for the rest of the run. But yeah, excuse me. I need some new GBAs, because the one that I have, I had it custom built way back when, and it has a battery leak problem now. I changed the battery a couple months ago, and it's still having this battery problem. So anyway, I don't get the encounter list, but I do get my Torchic. That is the naughty. So that's all fine and good. But back to my nut, because I kind of glanced over it. My nut is frame 5622. It is it's a long way away from 0.
You're holding your nut longer than anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. On the title screen. So
Kinda
yeah.
nutty.
But it is an adamant nature with 1331. What is it? 1331 8 11 31 8. So I have SpDef out the wazoo, especially compared to Amoeba, because I think his is like naive with like 6 IB. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I didn't write it down. Didn't think I'd need it. Anyways, yeah, that means that we're going to be staring at the title screen for just shy of a minute when I go to reset for my nut in order to get my minute. And, yeah. So that means, off the draw, I'm at a 1 minute deficit compared to Amoeba's time. Automatically right off the draw. That's another reason why I want... I mean, yeah, it's not. And I take another tiny hit in the beginning just because of trying to get 1026 Torchic. But
Do you think I should stop with the nut jokes? They're a little acorny.
Oh, keep going. This is fine. Oh. Where would we be if we didn't have a little character? I don't even know. I think I took care of everything that I wanted to with that. Is there anything else that I wanted to discuss here in the intro sequence? I don't think so.
So I haven't seen a nut run.
No, you haven't, and this is why I'm really glad that you're here.
I haven't even seen like anybody else's.
Oh,
so
man.
what is the first wall nut that it would hit?
Okay, that one I actually was not expecting. That one's really good. The first really wall, it's pretty much Watson, actually. Like, I mean, Roxanne can get a little slow, but it's not too bad.
Alright.
Okay, let's talk positioning here really quick. This is a very specific tile for me, because all of the NPCs below me in Little Root Town have despawned. So they don't affect my RNG. And I am still in Little Root Town. I never actually left. So the NPCs on Route 101 haven't loaded in yet either. So that's why this makes for a good tile to save on. I'm actually one tile to the left of where I go for Ralt's Minute. And actually, this might be the same tile that I made my Lotad Minip on from when I did Salsa Percent. But yeah, so we're stuck here at the title screen for a little bit, and I can't remember if I didn't have flow timer beeps turned on. So when we enter into the overworld, it's going to be a surprise. I don't remember what time it was. So anyway, enjoy this awkward pause of silence. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so right off the bat, I make a mistake. I ran on the very first tile. That messed up my movement. I don't know.
Why didn't you reset here?
Why didn't I? Because it means another minute of waiting. And this is not part of my original minute, but I think you break out here, don't you? Yeah, you break out here. So, I'm not going to pretend like I meant to do that. But I got lucky, and I don't know if I was lucky or if this is an actual good sequence in terms of, whether or not that movement becomes a 3-frame manip. But if it does, that would be amazing. But yeah, it's not the original sequence that I had in mind. I actually do have, I don't know if I'm going to put it in the description of this video when I inevitably upload it to YouTube, linking my C.Minute paths. But it is, aside from that first step, identical to one of the paths that I use, because unfortunately I do need 2 different pathings because of RNG frame differences. So anyway, that was the first time that I get absolutely bailed out in this run. And spoiler alert, it's not the last! Yeah, it is not the last. Fortunately for me. So, we're level 3. I would like to get to level 5 before C. needs to face its first real challenge. So, unfortunately, that makes the youngster Calvin swap there pretty much a necessity, just because of the EXP deficit compared to, well, actually, it's not compared to my Lotad, because I also picked up a level 3 Lotad in my salsa percent. But, yeah, you can see I'm doing a sequence that looks relatively normal right now compared to the normal Mudkip percent, the traditional Emerald run, whereas I take the Petalburg Center, I grab only 2 repels and 3 potions here in Petalburg Mart. I will be grabbing Abra. Abra is actually another thing that's going to separate, not the run that I'm comparing with Amoeba with, but definitely Icy and Chippy. And Amoeba's new route, which, unfortunately for me, I don't know if Amoeba has done any more runs. I don't know if anybody's done more runs since I've completed this. Since I completed this run. The deadline is March 1st, so it is 7 days from today. At least according to the original post. And, oh yeah, actually, I should probably mention, I think, let me see if I do the math right. This is a $1,000 bounty at this point. So this is worth more than what we did for Salsa Percent. First place gets 350. Second gets, is it 350, 250, 200, 150, 100? I think that's right. 350, 250, 6. No, that's wrong. You know what? Yeah, I can pull this up on my other screen. Anyways.
Won't matter.
Yeah, well, just in case anybody wanted to know. But this is a bounty. It is going on for the next
week.
Yeah, week. But yeah, it is, yeah. That's that. So, I'm gonna need to switch at some point during the Aqua Pooch Petalburg Woods sequence. And because my C dot is only level 3, there's not a whole lot that it can tank. But I also want to try and clear Torchic of potential sand attack misfortune. Alright, oh, it's 300, 250, 200, 150, 100. There we go. Yeah. There, those are the placings. So what I'm going to do is, if Poochyena howls once, I'm going to switch immediately. Because with how much HP I have left on C-Dot, it does not survive a +2 Poochyena tackle. I will also switch if Torchic gets to -2 accuracy, at which case I would like to remind you I'm only at -1, which means my accuracy should be 66%, not 0.
Ha!
Yeah, so I tell you, I hated this run. I hate this fight. This is the other reason why I wanted to get a Torchic as possible, so that I could have enough power on my Scratch to be able to try and deal with this fight reasonably. Unfortunately, this fight does not believe in reasonability. It just doesn't.
Dudes, like...
I missed all 4
or
scratches at
speedrunners.
-1.
All speedrunners are like mental beasts. I would be like throwing my controller down like here and go outside or something.
I was saying some words. I was saying some words at the time.
I do believe that, yeah. Wait, that's so crazy. What is happening? The fact that she didn't die is amazing, though.
I appreciate that. Because now I'm level 5 on my C-Dot. And,
What does that actually learn, though? I only know from, like, casual play back in the day, it has Bide.
well, Bide was a strat. So the next thing that I can do is I have one of 2 options. I can do what I did for low tad %, whereas I fight Rich Boy Winston, out here on the far side of the tunnel. I let Torchic faint, and then I use C-Dot to clean up the fight. Or I can take twins Gina and Mia on the bridge, fight the double battle. After toiling it over, I decided that I will take the money option. So then the next choice that I have becomes, well, how do I want to kill the Zigzagoon? I toiled with Bide for a while, until I realized exactly how little my HP is compared to what I need it to be. And also that Bide is a very, very luck-dependent maneuver. Because I am slower than Zigzagoon. Which means I need an extra turn to survive against it in order to do anything. Also, he's got a full restore because he's just that guy. Now, Winston has basically AI 0, which means just clicks random moves, which means random growl, random tail whip, random tackle. I, like I've mentioned, need Torchic to faint. So it helps to leave the Aqua Pooch at as low a health as possible, because Winston is not a fun boy. But luckily he actually cooperated decently this time. In between, like, this fight has gone much worse in certain scenarios. Now, the other thing that I mentioned is I have very bad special attack. As you can see, it is my lowest stat, besides speed, but C-Dot doesn't have a base stat to begin with.
Yeah. Do you want to spoil why that is? Because, as we know, both grass and dark moves in Gen 3 are special.
Yes,
So-
grass moves in Gen 3 are special.
I mean, they're not good.
That's
Isn't
all I'm
dark
going to say
special
about
too?
it.
Wait, dark is special. I know that.
Oh, yes, it is. I want you to
Interesting.
I want you to interpret that.
Oh.
This run, heart palpitations.
Yeah.
This is now the second time I am at 1 HP. It is not the last.
I really hate when that happens because you can't tell if it's the Mountain Dew or if it's the run.
Ooh, I want Mountain Dew. That sounds so good right now. You should not have brought that up. You're a jerk. Anyways,
Me
I'm going to
too.
heal immediately, even though I do have an Oran Berry. I don't want to die to the next hit because, unfortunately, my Oran Berry... I mean, it will activate, but not when I want it to. I want health now. But my special attack is so low, and Bullet Seed is such a bad base power. And I actually experimented in this fight, and I actually ran it twice without realizing it. I can raise my special attack by 2 stages, and I will still get the exact same Bullet Seed rolls.
Dang.
That is how piss poor my special attack is. So that means there is nothing I can do to speed up this Roxanne fight. I just have to chunk her 1 Bullet Seed at a time.
Yeah.
It's
crazy how
unfortunate.
a lot of the early moves in this game have been buffed in later gens.
That's true.
Bullet Seed got buffed in Gen 5, Rock Tomb got buffed in Gen 6. I mean, we can talk about the tackle, scratch, and pound changes.
Wait, what did
There's a
Pound...
lot of these
Did
moves.
Pound and Scratch both get up to 50?
Yeah, they
Okay.
both eventually, I think, went up to 50, 100.
Gotcha. Well, in this game, Scratch and Pound are 40. Tackle sorely needed a buff. It's kind of unfortunate that there is the base power discrepancy in the first few generations.
Oh, actually, pound is still 40.
That's dumb. That's really dumb.
They
But
all
anyways,
went to 40.
Like I said, Roxanne, it's just chuck Bullet Seeds. That's the best I can do. I can throw in a heart so that I can better survive a Rock Tomb. But the Geodudes, I require 3 Bullet Seed hits. And Bullet Seed doing more than 3 hits is only like 62.5%. So I get lucky against the Geodudes, but not that I necessarily want it, because now all of a sudden all of her healing items are going to get used on the Nose Pass. Both potions and an Oran Berry. Against a Bullet Seed that is literally doing 2 HP per hit. I think it's 2. It might be 3. I think it's 2. It's not a lot. So the best thing I can do is just pray. There is nothing else that I can do. It stinks.
Yeah, you would need a 2...
I need 2 criticals and 5 hits from here.
I mean,
I need
a
4
2-hit
hits from
would
here.
be- 2-hit into 5-hit would be ideal, right?
A 3-hit would not do enough.
Yeah.
I think that's another 6 hits or a 5 hit and a crit,
Yeah.
I think. And I knock
That is
her
out of heal range,
right
right?
back in range for the other heal.
Ah, that's so close though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of getting lucky that I'm having 3 hits each time. Not that it's bad, but I really would have liked that extra hit there
Yeah.
to save that one turn. But oh well. It's not too bad at the end of the day. My Oranberry's still intact. Now, in previous iterations of this run, I couldn't afford to use more than one Oranberry. In this version of the run, I can actually afford to use both Oranberries, and I'll explain why a little later on in the run, because it's actually one of the fun differences between my route and Icy's route. But anyways, my acorn has become a man. A weird little leaf man. A nuzzle leaf
Isn't there?
man.
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out which was the attack that does something with a berry.
Oh, nature gift?
Oh
Natural gift? Natural gift.
yeah. Is that existent in this game?
No,
No, it's not.
it is a
I wondered
Gen
if you were
4.
talking about that.
No. Oranberry doesn't do squat for natural gift either. Gosh, it just
It's a
reminds me
base
of the
80
legendary
poison.
Rindo Berry Howl Entei.
I mean, it's a base 80 poison at this point. It's not that bad.
Wouldn't be. But poison doesn't
It was
do much.
It was 60 in Gen 4 and 5 though.
I was gonna say, poison doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna do reverse chain manip. Now I do that running back and forth to set my step counter to the point where I don't get an extra RNG cycle. As I'm performing this. So that's why I did that weird little back and forthy thing. Now, this took me the longest time to figure out because Nuzleaf's Cry is just a little longer than Mudkip and Torchic and Lotad's that I used for previous runs. And I could not figure out the Abra portion of this. That is the Abra Yellow Ball. Until I watched Amoeba's run back and I realized that it's actually not as long of a cry as I had been making it out to be. And I don't need to change anything. I just need to listen rather than go off of my old... Like, I had to break an old habit in order to make it work for this run. So I fixed my problem and made a very unsafe spinner pass. I did not remember that I did that. That was an unsafe spinner pass. Anyways, I'm trying to get to a certain EXP threshold to reach level... What am I trying to do? Am I trying to get to level 18 before... Pokefans? I think I'm trying to get to 18 before Pokefans. Eventually there's another level threshold that I'm working my way towards, but I think first I was focusing on getting to a certain level before Pokefans, and we'll talk about them when we get there. But yeah, I do fight a couple of other extra trainers before I get to Slateport City. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, just in case you forgot, my Oranberry is still active. That was a misclick. I did not want to I want Bullet Seed and Nature Power to be swapped. I don't want Harden in that move slot. I don't think I ever actually use Harden in this run. I don't use Growth, and I talked about that during Roxanne. Like, there's no way for me to raise my special attack enough to make that it would make any sort of a difference unless I went to +3, and at that point, it just does not. It's not worth it. But anyway, yeah, so Resisted Shadow Ball, because of how good my attack is, still does more than 5 hits of Bullet Seed. Which is an absolute hilarity. But an unfortunate reality that I live in. Just in case you forgot, Nature Power is a move that varies depending on your location. Here, it is in the cave at Shadow Ball. In a regular battle,
it's a Body Slam, right?
it is, well, it's Swift. I wish it was Body Slam. That would be amazing.
Ah, yeah.
But that would have been so much better.
Can it not paralyze?
You're mixing it up with Secret Power.
I'm thinking of Secret Power.
Yep.
Yeah.
Secret Power on normal fights and in grass has a chance to paralyze.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nature Power, Secret Power are kind of similar, but they do completely different things. They utilize the same terrain mechanic, but in different ways.
There's too many power moves. There's also hidden power,
which Amoeba uses, because Amoeba actually has a good hidden power compared to mine.
It's a staple of Pokemon speedrunning, I guess.
Yep, Amoeba has hidden power base 63 Electric, which is actually incredibly useful. I have a good hidden power. I'm base 61, but unfortunately for my stats, I'm Psychic.
In Colo, I think we use a base, like on Gator Out back when I played, we used base 70 on Espeon Electric. That was fire.
Actually, don't you need 69 or 70? I think I've seen some 70. People running. I thought I saw somebody running.
Maybe there's a 69.
70.
You can figure that one.
Yeah.
Depending on which settings you set for your Espeon.
Your Espeon.
I only ran 70, I think. Maybe I didn't.
You know what? I shouldn't speak on Colosseum because I never played. I don't even own a copy of Colosseum. Thanks to Sir Arendite.
Did he break it?
No, he saw it first.
Ah.
We were at the retro game store together and we saw it and he saw it first.
That's one of the first things my wife gifted me ever.
Aw. So yeah, something that I do compared with Icy's PB, and I think I pull up Icy. I also have a copy of Icy Splits, and I think I compare at some point in the middle of the run, if not at the end, to Icy. But they don't grab Cut, and I think in a more recent rendition of Amoeba's notes, he grabs Cut, but it's just another little thing that I get to do with Torchic as opposed to Icy's current route, which was Mudkip. And I don't know. Like I said, nobody said if they've improved their runs in the last few days. So we don't exactly know if Torchic and Cut became the strat for anybody else. But for this run, it was pretty crucial. And I like it. I'll explain when I get there. It's way more valuable for me than it is for them, though. Just because of a certain thing. Anyways, I need a surfing HMO friend. And luckily for me, Amoeba developed 3/4. of a Meryl Nip. And then I couldn't get it to work on console until I changed the very last step. So for Amoeba's Manip, he runs up. I run down for the last tile. And it works. I'm assuming because for some reason where I'm at in my step count, the NPC that is at the top, or the two NPCs that are further up north on the route, move and shifts my RNG to the point where I miss the actual Meryl encounter. Whereas if I go down, they don't get a chance to spawn, or they despawn and don't actually move. Either way, the RNG doesn't advance, and that becomes a Meryl encounter for me. So either way, I found that works for my Meryl Manip. So that is, even though I was only a minute 13 behind Amoeba at Roxanne, he already got his Meryl. Because he actually fights Gina and Mia. I can't afford to take a Meryl into Winston. Another Pokemon that I have to force Zigzagoon into attacking is not a good idea. So, Nature Power in Sand. What move does it call?
Earthquake.
Now you're cooking.
Is that true? I have no clue, dude.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think some people shouldn't be allowed to talk sometimes.
How are you? Okay, actually, you know what? That's not
Me being
fair.
one of them.
You've already spent a day at work.
That is true. I've had a week of online training.
Ew.
My brain is mush.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Which reminds me, I need to check my email before I head out to Moses Man's tonight.
Right, let's not dox ourselves.
I'm not gonna do it in the middle of commentating a run. That is beyond the stupidest thing that I could do. It's up there.
Yeah, we could do it at any other time. True.
No, we're not going to do it at any other time. I'm good.
I hope so. Fair.
Yeah, this is just kind of standard fare for now.
Okay.
Fighting
So,
required
I'm
trainers.
just gonna ask you things now.
Uh-oh.
What good moves does this thing actually learn? Because we
Do you want to know high base power moves?
I mean,
Or actual usable moves?
I don't know. Like, even as a Gen 3 casual, I think it gets Leaf Blade.
Nope.
Oh, that's a special of the
It
starter
is.
in that
Yep.
gen, right?
It is signature.
It gets it later though.
Yep. In later
But
generations,
I don't think it gets
things
crunch, so it only gets
does
faint
not.
attack.
Yes, Feint Attack is its most powerful Dark type move.
So it has Giga Drain, which is base 60 in this gen.
Correct.
Ew. And Solar Beam, I guess, but that is
It's a little detour. You need to grab the This is not a fight that I wanted to take. I had a brain fart. This is not a fight. This... I will bring back up this fight later. But this fight... That EXP royally screws with me in two different places. It is actually stupid what that just did for me. that little 166 EXP that I was not ready for did some good, but it did a ton of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to spoil, because there's a couple of fun surprises that are located within Nuzleaf's moveset. And I feel like trying to explain all of Nuzleaf's good moves would spoil
Yeah,
the
that for
surprise.
sure.
There's actually a very specific reason that I invited Jake to watch this particular run, because I know he hasn't seen anybody else's run of this before.
That is true. I'm also positively stupid. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because like from just outside looking in, from what I know about this thing, it really doesn't have great stab in this gen, so I'm wondering what else it could learn.
Not
That would be
stab.
interesting. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There
I'm
has
just
to be
gonna go ahead and throw it out here right
something
now,
else.
because both of its stab are special. I do not finish this run with any stab moves.
I'm not surprised. That's what I said.
And to the point
What
where
ability does it actually have in this gen? Is it chlorophyll?
this one's early bird. Everybody else's is chlorophyll, but
Alright.
mine is early bird. But even more importantly, theirs are male. Mine is female. That comes into play in exactly one fight.
Oh, is it Flannery?
No,
Ah, I mean, yeah. Understandable.
Flannery doesn't matter.
But doesn't Flannery try to charm you?
No. Oh, attract?
Yeah.
Her Torkoal would. Well, still wouldn't. She just straight up kills.
Yeah.
That is a modest overheat Torkoal.
That is true.
Her Pokemon is scurry. It was even scary for Lombre, and that thing has a dual typing that resists. This thing
But it would be
does
it would
not.
be something that would matter. If it
Would,
didn't kill.
but it's actually Juan that has the other female attract Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Love Disc.
Correct. So it minorly comes into play, but not too terribly much. Okay, so this is where my run starts to deviate from everybody else's. Everybody else's run talks to this Aqua NPC right there, because he gives the TM
Thief.
for Teef. I don't want to teach Teef. I want to use Silk Scarf boosted Swifts.
I feel like it's like in school. How much do you know about Emerald?
That's the general idea. That is,
Yep.
for me, what is going to make this enjoyable. Is I want you to figure out the surprise.
Ah, that's so hard because I've been playing a lot of Gen 5 recently. I don't know Jack.
Good. Makes it more fun for me.
That is true.
So I'm going to fight the Pokefan as doubles, because they are less likely, not impossible, but less likely to click Growl versus me. Yes, Swift is a spread move and will have its base power cut in half for simply attacking both of them at the same time. However, the costs greatly outweigh the negative effects. Because unfortunately,
question.
yes.
A crit negates negative move modifiers, right? Does that work for the doubles as well? Like for Surf, Swift, would it ignore the
No,
having base power?
no, no, it does not.
Right. Okay.
No, it would tack it on to oh crud. I think it tacks it on to the end of the count. I'd need to read the decomp again. Because you have provided me the question that I don't remember the answer to. Good job. But anyway, thanks to Torchic's one scratch that it was able to get off, at +2, I cleanly two-shot after the Oran Berries. Both Plusle and Minen from the lead slot. And now I need Torchic to break through once again on Minen so that I guarantee the 2-hit KO. Which it did. And, you know, fortunately for me, I didn't get growled once, I didn't even get quick attacked, and I only got Thunder Waved on Torchic. That's just about as good as you could get. Oh yeah, and I got a nice critical there. That was good. And now that Plusle is the only target, Swift returns to its full and operational base power. Or base...
Yep.
Base... You know what I mean. The move base power. And a nice helping hand to finish off the fight for me. Pretty lucky sequence, but it was relatively calculated. I don't normally reach level 19 here. It's thanks to that extra Zigzagoon that I even got level 19. Going into this Slateport rival fight. It doesn't make a difference whether I enter here at 18 or 19. Yeah, I have Fake Out, but Fake Out doesn't actually do anything for me. That was bad menuing. I never trust myself. I never trust myself around this spinner. No, this, for my Nuzleaf in particular, this fight is actually fairly tame. This is where it really helps to have my special or defense, because Slugma is a 30% chance to get one shot. Did I write this down? Yeah, it's a 31% chance to one shot with my attack at level 19. And if I didn't get level 19 off of the Pokefans, I'd get it off of this Lombre anyway, so it doesn't matter. The only difference is I two-shot the Lombre at a 93.8% chance at level 18, so I just got the higher roll. Unfortunately, I need level 20 to guarantee the Slugma one-shot, but I got lucky here again, and I just got the one-shot anyway. I will still need to Bullet Seed the Marshtomp, which I need... So it's actually a damage roll to kill in 4 Bullet Seed hits.
Yeah,
so
like
I got high roll on at least one of them with a nice critical. So I got... That is the best Rival 2 fight that you could have. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since we got out of Sand Attack, I've been relatively lucky. Fair and square. Plain and simple. That's the fact. This... this is actually a really fun fight. I just want you to observe.
burn.
The burn didn't matter.
I know. I just didn't have anything to say. Dead air.
It is faster for me to use a failure of a fake out than
That's
any other
so
move in
funny.
my Nest Leaves arsenal because they all have effects that produce extra lag. I make a mistake here.
You make a mistake here.
I do. Actually, I already made it. You didn't see it. I fix it
Yeah.
relatively quickly. I realize what I did.
Was it a movement thing?
It was.
Yeah, I don't understand movement at all.
Yeah, but it's not a movement thing. It'll make more sense here in just a second.
Alright.
I actually only need 1x accuracy. That's also a mistake. I didn't figure that out until later, though. But I think do I realize it? I think I realized it now, but I decided that I wasn't going to make it a priority. Yeah. Okay. No, this is what I decided. I decided that I was going to deal with it once I got the mock bike. So now that I have the mock bike, I'm going to go back and fix my mistake.
Okay.
This is for EXP purposes. And actually, no, I still wouldn't do it. No, I need to do this anyway. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to teach Cut to Torchic, obviously. It's the only thing that I want. This is the only... That's the last move that Torchic's going to learn.
Makes sense.
I'm going to teach Rock Smash to Nutsleaf. Now this means that I'm stuck with Rock Smash until I can get to Lily Cove. Which isn't great, but it is my best move for dealing with magnets.
Magneton.
Yep. Yeah, now I'm gonna go for...
It's probably also useful in Norman.
It actually is. It actually is. But it doesn't matter that much. It has the potential to save me only one turn. Yes. Yes, I am. I am commentating on my own run. Mainly because there's no commentary on it before. And, yeah, there's just a bunch of things that I want to talk about. So, fighting Dale... Dale gives a ton of EXP, and he actually gives me a full level. Which is insane, given, like, the disparity in level between our two Pokemon. But Wailmers just give so much EXP that it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Singular Swifts will kill the Tentacools, but the Wailmers require 2 turns no matter what. I go for Bullet Seed because they have Growl, and there's also the potential to just straight up one hit with 4 Bullet Seed hits will one-shot. So it's just useful. But yeah, I get almost a full level off of Dale here.
Which is crazy because this is like the slowest XP curve early, right?
No, medium slow
medium slow?
is actually the second fastest.
Oh yeah.
Or no, third fastest. I can't remember if
No, it's like it evens out with something else at 36, but until then it might be the fastest actually.
no, fast is still faster.
Am I looking
Fast
at the
is
wrong
barely faster. I think fluctuating starts out really quick early on, because I think by the time Shroomish evolves, No, Shroomish is not. Shroomish is... Is Shroomish fluctuating? Whalmer is fluctuating. That one I know. But I think Shroomish is
It starts
fluctuating
out the
too.
second best though. That's what I can say.
Yeah. So it's a good EXP curve. And it doesn't actually
Yeah.
catch up with medium slow until like level... I think it's actually later than 36. It's like in the 40s.
I have the graph open. It's like this graph is only at 50. Oh, this is so stupid. It's hard to see where the good graph is.
Yeah. My alt main that I want to do, if I don't know if anybody'd put a bounty up to it, but the one that I really want to do is Talo. That's one that if nobody puts it up, I'd do on my own. Because I already found a Talo years ago that I wanted to try in an actual run. I still don't know if it's actually the one generated, but it's a pretty fun looking theoretical strat.
So what I found, I have a goal. It's actually the fastest this point in time. And level 23.
Okay.
This is the fastest curve you can have.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. That's interesting.
It's barely ahead of fluctuating.
Okay. So fluctuating is the one that starts fast.
It starts better
Erratic
and
is the
gets
one
worse
that
as
starts
points go.
slow.
Yeah, erratic is slow early and best one late.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, thusly far, there hasn't been a whole lot of, out-of-the-box strategies. But you notice that I picked up a pair of Execuracies here in the Mauville Mart.
Yep.
My primary move at this point does not check for accuracy.
That is correct.
What can I be planning?
Well,
Don't look it up.
No. I'm thinking.
Please
Rock
don't
Tomb,
look it up.
First of all, I'm thinking Rock Tomb at this point because I know it's hella inaccurate.
Rock Tomb is something that Shiftry learns. And in fact, actually, I think it's something that Icy taught. However...
I know. Wait. Are you going right at this point in time?
Not yet.
I was thinking it would be rollout.
I actually already sold my Rock Tomb.
True.
Yeah,
It could have been rollout though.
It could be rollout. It could have been rollout. Could have been.
Wait, which inaccurate moves are there still? It could be interesting here. I don't know. I really don't know, which is unfortunate.
So, fun fact. The Illumise outspeeds me, but then when I get to level 24, I outspeed both Illumise and Volbeat. So I can't really fake out Illumise for anything, and it's a very slight damage roll, actually. Illumise is a 57% two-shot, but it's worth to go for, because like I said, we're in a speed tie. Illumise is going for quick attack. So my fake out will actually be slower, because quick attack and feint attack quick attack and fake out have this same priority bracket in this generation. There we go. That's what I meant to say. But I outspeed the Voltorb. That's nice. I don't even have the badge boost yet. Magnemite is a 41% chance to two-shot. Not great. That can be eliminated with a defense drop or a critical hit. Yay.
Yep. Good miss also.
Yes. Well,
It's
Sonic
always
Boom, I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't matter too much. It's the difference between me using a potion here and a super potion. I'm gonna go ahead and equip the Cherry Berry here, specifically for it's for Magnemite or
Static.
Magneton. It's not for Static, because I have
Oh.
Swift.
Oh, Swift, yeah, it does make contact.
Swift does not make contact, no.
Because, as we know, contact is determined by name of the move and not the type.
Thank goodness. That would suck if it were.
So, one of the few in-depth things I know about this gen at this point.
I know, it's so stupid. Like, they had physical and special moves, like, figured out already. Like, they had contact, but they didn't want to do the other thing.
Yeah.
So, fun fact.
Wait, doesn't Fake Out make contact? Does this thing have static?
No,
Yeah, it does.
it's soundproof.
Oh. Can
Yeah,
it be
Voltorb is, no. So, I put Voltorb at below half health, and then it prioritizes using self-destruct.
Yeah. I mean, in general, not Watson's thingy. Watson's is always soundproof, I guess, but I think in general
No,
it can be static,
it
right?
does not. It is not.
What? Voltorb can be static in general play.
I'm going to go ahead and switch to Aber here, get quick attacked so I don't get leered anymore. I like having... It'll save me a potion in the end, and potentially some other headaches, just from less damage being dealt to me by quick attack, because it would do like 13 as opposed to the 9 or 10 that it's doing right now. So I need to set up to +4 attack here, and 1 speed, so that I outspeed Magneton. Because outspeeding Magneton is very, very helpful.
Yep. Thing is deceptively fast.
It's not deceptively fast, it's just a high enough level at this point.
Not true. But you would think it would be slower than what it is.
You think?
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, I'm going to attack the Electric again. And just hope that he doesn't go for quick attack. Unfortunately, Electric is a smart cookie, and we'll just do it anyway.
What a mean guy.
So, Magneton is a 43% chance to 2-shot with Rock Smash from here, with all the setup that I have.
Or
And now it
even
is a 100% chance to kill. And this is why we have the Cherry Berry. Because if I don't get paralyzed by the Voltorb's Spark, Magneton is... And I get the 2-hit KO, it's a much easier fight. Manectric can still Thunder Wave me, but I outspeeded at this point. And it can go for Howl.
Why did they give him Howl?
For this. For that reason.
I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all.
Ugh. So yeah, I
Okay,
lose
that
a
was
little bit of
impressive.
time to Amoeba because I fought Dale. As opposed to Amoeba who didn't fight Dale. He might also not fight Angelo and Sean. He might fight youngster Ben. But fighting youngster Ben just made me bring an antidote, and I didn't like bringing an antidote. And then I realized that because of how good my attack is, I just, like, way easier kill the other two clowns anyways. Like, they're all 2-shots. All their Pokemon get 2-shot. Whereas, as opposed to youngster Ben, in which I 2-shot the Zigzagoon, but I 3-shot at best the Gulpin.
Yep.
So, it actually works out better for me. And plus I get the extra level in Watson's fight. So,
How accurate is Bullet Seed?
100%.
Okay, fair. I was just thinking of Rock Blast and
Yeah, Rock Blast is
Icicle
not.
Spear, and I'm like, wait, that's scary.
Icicle
This
Spear has
is
always
5
been
HP.
100.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Icicle Spear has always been 100.
I don't know things, man.
Icicle Crash is inaccurate, but Icicle Spear
Yeah,
is perfect accuracy.
Oh,
It's just a signature move.
Off Cloister.
Cloister. Max Ether is a very useful item, especially when you're realistically only using one move for the next, like, hour. Let's be real, Strength is the only really useful move that I have at this point.
Yeah.
Just because of my attack. And my special attack. So having a Max Ether on hand is kind of useful.
That is true, yeah.
Okay, I'm not playing on emulator, and you know that. I hate playing on emulator. I'm gonna heal my Nuzleaf to full. And I'm gonna teach Strength. And realize that I didn't switch the Silk Scarf back on. Hopefully I remember that in time. Because the Silk Scarf is actually a necessity. I didn't want to say that you were right.
I knew it!
I didn't want to say that you were right earlier.
To be fair, I asked you if you were going right. You didn't, so...
Yes,
You
exactly.
weren't lying to me. The lying son of a bit!
Whatever happened to having your trigger finger on the bleep button?
I didn't say the full word. I censored myself.
So, I pick up rollout then, and I do those extra steps just so that I register Wally before activating my next repel, because when you get a Pokenav call or an encounter, it actually doesn't detract that step from your repel step count.
Ooh.
Yeah, so for my easier repel strat, I think I got bailed out again. I don't think I went far enough down to reset Cool Trainer Wilton's timer. So I think that is mistake number, 6 in this run, that I'm getting bailed out. This run is just so weird. That one's calculated. So now I'm going to sell my HP up that I just picked up, the Stardust that I grabbed early on in the run, and the Max Ether because I actually don't need it, and it's worth some money. And I'm going to buy my repels, my ropes, and replenish my X attacks. I changed my mind. I need more money.
Nugget.
Nugget! I just didn't need it right away.
Oh, you do Silk Scarf.
Oh, right! Oh, I did the Silk Scarf here because it saves me menuing time. Because I sold the
What a
items that
smart
was below
boy.
it. I'm glad I thought this out before.
That just goes to show you can forget so many things about Pokemon.
It's been 3 days since I made this run.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
All
you
the
know what,
things you've
Golder,
corrected
that's
me
that.
That is...
You say that now, but just you wait. You say that now. Mistakes in 3 minutes. Gonna do the Doug Trio grind. Oh my. Oh, I'm still kind of curious because So Golder is running alt main Doug Trio and Fire Red Leaf Green, and he tells me that he's got this secret strat, and I have intentionally avoided looking up Doug Trio's Bulbapedia page, moveset, whatever, because I'm genuinely curious. I can't wait to see what it actually is. So I'm looking forward to seeing you complete that run so that I can see what the surprise is. And, yeah. I'm glad that Jake didn't spoil most of the surprises before sitting down to watch this run either, because there's some fun strats.
I hope they are, because, I mean, it didn't take a great deal of effort to avoid watching runs because I've been working a lot.
Yep. And I also
But-
didn't, I only live streamed like one attempt, to be honest.
Yeah.
I did most of my other runs kind of at a weird time slot. Like, I performed this run. I was gonna disc golf in the, like, afternoon when I performed this run. But then I got a phone call, and I needed to get to a meeting. So I actually...
Yes.
I had to either abandon this run or go play disc golf. I couldn't do both. And at this point, I was already in the middle of this run, and I was off to a obviously blazing start compared to my previous, like, best split times. So I just decided to finish the run, and I actually finished the run. Spoiler alerts. Wow.
That's so crazy, dude.
I know, isn't
No
it
hiker.
great? I know. No hiker, no picnicker. It's sad. It is sad day.
No, but actually, I feel that's crazy, because if I try to do a run on one day, I better not have plans for the next 7 to 8 hours. Because I'm
Well,
gonna
I
need the time to
wasn't.
get a run
I
going.
didn't. I didn't have plans. Like, I
Yeah.
only got called about the meeting in the middle of this run.
I mean, disc golfing is a plan, right?
Well, yeah, but I was like, I'm either gonna finish the run and have enough time for. I'd have enough time to play disc golf before the sun went down. Like, I knew that. I'm much better at calculating things. Actually, I only had time for like 2 resets, and I had already reset once.
That's true.
But I
Oh,
had
yeah, you
reset
are
for
better.
Torchic, so I didn't lose.
You're quite good at calculating your time. Whereas I'm famous for mistaking NA times for other times.
Well, to be fair, I had already had most of the splits intact, and I knew how long it would take me to complete the run. So, I mean, I guess I know how long it takes me to disc golf. So, spoiler alert, I didn't actually play disc golf. But I did it the next day. And I actually shot one of my better rounds at Idlewild, which, you look it up, it's one of the most difficult courses in the world. So I was
Whenever
very
I'm
pleased with myself.
going to the US, you're gonna teach me disc golf, man.
Looking forward to it. Your fellow countryman and speedrunner 360 Chrism also disc golfs.
He probably lives somewhere where they have disc golf courses.
I'd assume so. I think he did a live stream of it once upon a time, and he never did it again. I don't even know if he still plays, because that was like a couple of years ago.
I wouldn't
Second
call
numeral
myself
was
speedrunner
a
at this point, though.
75% chance for the one shot there, and I just missed it, but luckily he only went for magnitude. Doesn't actually do anything. I didn't want to either. I was debating even super potioning there, but camera up is a big enough of a threat, and I don't one-shot it. I just decided to not take the chance. Now, my compatriots go for rollout in this fight. My attack is so good that I two-shot with strength at +1. I two-shot the Mightyena and the Camerupt, and I don't activate Super Potion, even on a high roll. So this is actually really, really nice. And because this Mightyena's only attacking move is Bite, once I get the guard spec up, I'm faster. Mightyena can't really do anything to me. So again, it's just the Camerupt that's a problem. Because it is Ember.
Yep. It magnituded though. Why would it magnitude?
Because
Isn't it always-
it doesn't read for any move to kill. So then it picks kind of at random.
Oh, is it like the different AI levels? Because I thought there's an AI level that always picks the highest damaging move.
No, I don't remember how exactly it works in Emerald.
Alright. So,
But
Looking
when
at
it's
the
at
time.
below half, when it's at below half HP,
yeah.
it interacts a little differently.
Yeah.
Yes, looking at the
Right.
time.
We have seen that Amoeba has lost quite a lot of time, presumably to Maxi.
It wasn't to Maxi per se. I think he fought his extra fight in this split, and he also made an extra Mart stop, I believe, because yes, I believe he made an extra Mart stop. I can't remember the other reason, but Maxi did have something to do with it, because I save, I think, 3 turns in Maxi as opposed to Amoeba. Because he does, like, X attack, X accuracy, rollout times 3 on Mightyena alone. Whereas I only need 3 turns against the Mightyena. And obviously he'd one-shot the Camerupt at rollout turn 4. He might actually also need a second guard spec, too, at that point. I don't remember if he'd need it or not. Anyway, Flannery is a fight that definitely needs to be rolled out on. Unfortunately, her choice of what Pokemon she sends out doesn't make logical sense. Typically, the trainers and AI in Emerald will go down their list of Pokemon and see who has the best either type matchup or the best damaging move. Both of which, in her case, her second Pokemon would be Slugma. However, for this weird instance, it's actually Camerupt. And none of us have been able to really understand why. Because Slugma also has Overheat. And the only thing that we could come up with was it reads to not kill Nuzleaf. But we found that no matter what, the camel is coming out second. So that's weird. Also, me getting taked down is a problem. Because it causes
Maybe-
recoil.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
do not want
it's
to.
just weird. Like, maybe if it read instead of Slugma that its evolution, that would negate the type advantage, right? Because it goes from
I'm not sure.
guess not-
Again,
not resisted to
this makes very little sense.
Yeah.
So something to take note of. In order to one-shot the Camerupt, because the Camerupt would one-shot me, I need to be on rollout turn 3, which means I need to hit the numeral twice. And the more it takes down, the closer it is to the HP that I just one-shot it. Even with turn 1 of rollout. That's not great. I want more magnitudes and overheats. And unfortunately, that's another takedown range. Even though takedown is less accurate than overheat. Flannery does not like using overheat. As we can clearly see. This becomes a problem.
Oh no. Just crit?
Yep. Just crit.
That was not a crit. Oh, yeah, that too. That would have been sun boosted overheat. This run was so dead. What is happening?
I would have had to reset the fight and it would have lost me all of the time lead that I had just built over my PB.
That would have been worth to not cancel a meeting or just go for. Holy.
I would have had enough time to disc golf before the meeting if that overheat had not missed. So I got bailed out again. Now, granted, it was because I had gotten bad luck earlier in the sequence, where the takedown critical put me in range for another takedown, so Flannery went for takedown again. But that's another case where my special defense is a little too good. I have all of the damage ranges written down for how much overheat does at what stage of special attack. So I have that part mapped out perfectly. So assume that I was following along with that to its ideal. But, you know, getting takedowns so many times, including, was it 2 takedown criticals or just 1? I mean, all that recoil adds up fast. Especially because I think it's 1/3 HP. I think it's 1/3 damage dealt in Generation 3. It might be 1/3. I think. I know it is for Double Edge. But I can't remember if it is for takedown. Anyway, there's a protein in the sand, and I'm standing on it.
Good job.
I make a menuing mistake here. I don't need the protein immediately. Anyways, I'm all out of X items, and I need some X items before Norman. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be out of PowerPoints. I take the center here, and this will go ahead and revive all of my fainted HMO friends. I don't think it comes into play, but it could. Because Burke,
was a ways away.
Vigoroth can kill me. So having, I have a revive still, so I have a little buffer against that fight, but only a little. It's not great. So I need a bunch of guard specs, a bunch of X attacks, a bunch of X speeds, and a couple of X accuracies. Oh yeah, and an X defend. One X defend. Yeah, this is the last place in the run where, at least in terms of Mart stops, that I can get the guard specs and the X speeds and the X accuracies. So I just collect all the ones that I need for the entire rest of the run right now. And don't know if that was safe or not. I think I hopped on the bike at frame 3. It felt like frame 3, so it probably was safe. But somebody who can watch closer than me will have to observe the original recording of this run to see if it was or not. But yeah, so far I'm at 2 risky spinner passes that I have successes, and 3 brushes with death. 4 brushes with death. Yeah, and we're only an hour and 25 minutes into the run.
Yeah, so statistically it would be like 9 to 10 brushes of death. That would be a pretty good outcome if none of these succeeded.
I don't think I have any more uncalculated brushes with death. There may be 1, maybe 2 later on, but it gets a lot easier once I get through Norman. For a very specific reason. And for those of you who have watched my glorious attempts to capture Feebas, you might have a good idea of what that means. But anyway, yeah, in terms of my PB, I'm on a heater. Reason why I've saved so much time in the Brawly split was because in the splits that I was comparing to, I hit a trainer in the desert. Oops. But I make my last Mart stop in the Brawly split. Not my last, there's one more. But it's not until Moss Deep. So I make one Mart stop in here that Amoeba doesn't need to because he goes to the Battle Tower, I think, actually. And I think he goes to the Battle Tower after Norman? So he's got a bigger Mart stop in Full Arbor, but then also dips back to get more items after Norman. Whereas I won't have to. So it's another advantage to only needing X attacks. Is I don't have to have more money for X specials. Because...
Alright.
Oh, yeah, this is another fight. This is another fight that having female is good for.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what is the usual Norman gym route? Is it right side?
Left side is the one that we use for Mudkip.
Yeah,
but the first Pokemon is a Swellow.
Yep.
I will lead you to your own conclusions about how Nuzleaf would react to it with its 40 base defense.
With a nut allergy.
No, the Swellow does not have a nut allergy.
Yeah, then... The nut has wing allergy?
Sure.
Something allergy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that means we have to go through the critical hit chamber.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not ideal. The cool thing about Marsh Tomp is at this point you have... I don't know... I need to double check my strat for this fight. Because I had written down that the Slackoth after the Citrus Berry was a 99.6% chance to two-shot. So I don't know if I literally got 2 min rolls or if I missed something.
Yeah.
Or if I had written down the calc as if I was level 32. Because I used to use the candy after Mary. but now I use it after George because I actually pick up less EXP than an earlier version of the route. So when I said sorry, I'm actually gonna backtrack. Nice. I'm gonna backtrack way back to that Zigzagoon extra fight that I fought on the beach. That gave me an extra level for Flannery. So it actually messed up my calcs. I mean, it gave me an extra level for that Numel. So it messed up my calcs. So I actually did heal prematurely on a couple of turns, and I didn't realize it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I forgot about that. And I actually did more. I might have done more rollout damage than I normally would have. So it could have made a difference. I didn't candy here. So upon realizing that I didn't candy, I'm like, I'm just going to reset right now, because if I get this EXP, then it's going to actually wreck me for the entire rest of the run. Because this, there is a little bit of precision at play in the next couple of splits.
Yep.
I hope you don't need a... You're gonna be tired for D&D, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fight through it. I need you to see the end of this run. It is good. Anyways, the only...
I can't even ask how long it's gonna take. It's gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I told you that it's less than 2 hours...
I'm fine with that. I knew it was. I knew it was gonna be. I have seen your splits though. You posted them.
I did, so you know exactly how long this is gonna take.
Yeah.
What you don't know is how we get from here to there.
That is true.
Yeah, so from now until the end of the run, with the exception of one split, I basically make up time on all of the other runners. Just because of my attack. After this split. This split, it actually doesn't matter as much. What matters more is my gender. It's just so amusing to that end. Anyways, Norman, pretty simple fight. I basically treat it like Marsh Tomp, except slacking comes out second. So I can't use rollout. I wish I could use rollout, but we can't because slacking comes out second. We would need to one-shot slacking at no better than +3. And unfortunately, we'd also be evading teeter dance issues along the way. So the best way to deal with slacking is to just do the old... just hit it slowly till it dies. And avoid getting countered. So, slacking facade does 56 to 67. I get to save one turn if I get the defense drop.
There we go. This is the defense drop.
Yep. So now from here, he got a max roll, so.
Okay.
I actually got a high roll there on strong, so that was good too. I actually had a pretty lucky Norman fight.
Yeah. You're a high roller. So at this point, I'm already thinking about evolutions.
Yep.
Is the leaf stone the one that is blocked by a Kecleon?
Nope. Nope, that is TM Sunny Day.
But there's a stone up there too that is blocked, right?
No.
Yes, there is.
No.
I think we're talking about different routes, but
No.
sure.
There's no stone that is blocked by Kecleon.
Is it It's either a cut or there's a stone. I swear there is.
There's a candy.
Oh, there's a stone.
No, there's a candy.
I shall research.
Okay, do it. I look forward to hearing your conclusions. Anyways, here's where Meryl starts taking over as HMO friend numeral uno. Meryl is just such a good Pokemon for a casual playthrough. Just because it learns Strength, Rock Smash, Surf Dive, and Waterfall. You can literally have it do whatever you want. In fact, come to think of it, you could literally solo the game with a Meryl.
Yeah.
Like, literally needing nothing else in your entire party. That's fun. But yeah.
I'm positively sure I'm right after a quick research.
Okay. And which stone is it?
A leaf stone?
You're wrong.
There's a leaf stone on Route 119.
Yes, there is. It's not blocked by a Kecleon.
Is it not still Kecleon access?
No.
I'm so sure it is. Well, we'll see, we'll see.
Buddy, who do you think is going to be right? The man who's actually done this, or you? Listen, I know there's been a lot of things that have happened since Tuesday, but it hasn't been that long.
I'm just very confident in myself. And I'm tired.
Go with your confidence.
I'm looking at the map. And I'm like, there's an item there. I know it to be.
Yes, it's there, but there's no Kecleon. It's
there
just
really
there.
in front of it.
No.
I'm gonna go out on the limb and say the German version added a Kecleon there.
You are insane. There's no Kecleon on.
Prove me wrong.
The only Kecleon on that route is a wild grass encounter at 1%. There's no stationary. There's no static ones. Nope, never mind. That's a lie. You know what? There is one.
Must be.
No, there's
Maybe
there's
I'm
one.
throwing two things together.
You're throwing two things together.
Yeah, probably.
Again, I think you're thinking of the Sunny Day TM. At the scorched slab.
Yeah, but I know how to. I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? What?
I know how to get to the scorched slab.
It's the place where you get heat ran in or ass.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it's the same.
Yeah, it is. It
I'm
feels.
probably mixing these things
But
together.
yeah, I think you're blending these things together, my friend.
Yeah.
My brother in Christ.
The
You are
German
tired.
version added. I'm literally doing the alien guy hands at this point. The German version added more Kecleon.
Oh my goodness.
Aliens.
You're doing the front the It's Sunny in Philadelphia poster board meme.
Yeah, that too. Maybe the German version didn't add Kecleon. I'm alright in giving that one up.
Thank goodness, at least something.
What I'm saying is the American version had the Kecleon removed. So for easier access. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Keep on living in your fantasy world there, buddy. Just keep on keeping on.
There's a German proverb that says, "After tired comes stupid."
Fantastic.
I think I'm getting into that state right now.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how much time is left in the run.
I'm not gonna look it up.
And for those of you who are, well, I don't even know if anybody's still watching this live, but if you're not watching it live, you already know how much time is left in the video. It's pretty easy to tell. So notice how I took the bed heal when I first walked in here. That was to heal up my strength PP. Now I'm gonna do it again. Because I need all of the strength power points in the world. Like I said, it is like my only move. Also,
I could have sworn that was...
Again, I think you're mixing it up with a Scorched Slab.
At this point, you might be right. But I'm so sure that you can't get there. But I know that this to be a stone. In my head, this is a sunstone, though, which is also wrong. Because sunstone is in the Space Center.
Correct.
Yeah. I knew that there was a stone right there. I'm just mixing things together at this point.
And I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made on my last run. And actually evolve my Nuzleaf before this fight.
But you did evolve it right now.
Well, yeah, I know, but on my previous run, I didn't. And it made things very difficult for no good reason.
Yeah.
Because I missed a one-shot and I was very confused.
Why did my Shiftry not one-shot this?
Now it's a battle.
Named Nuzleaf.
So battle. No, it's still clearly named I. That part hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, when Fake Out into Strength did not kill Lombre, I was very confused.
Yeah.
But now the world is all as it should be.
Does Shiftry have the most iconic Pokemon nose?
It's up there. It is definitely out there. Probopass?
Oh yeah.
Or do we only count that because of the moustache?
I mean, nah, Nosepass also has an epic nose. It's literally its thing. The Mount Rushmore of Pokemon noses.
Nosepass, Probopass, Shiftry, and Porygon 2. Although, I think if you're putting a Mount Rushmore, Diglett Dug Trio needs to be up there. Those are also a pretty iconic
They don't
noses.
have a nose.
Yeah, they
Do
do.
have a nose?
Yes, they do!
You're baiting me. I'm googling this. Anyway.
What do you think the shiny form is?
It's a mouth.
No, that's the nose.
I can never look at this Pokemon again. Look at a picture of it and think that it's a mouth, like an open mouth. It looks so cute. If this is supposed to be a nose, I don't want to live anymore, dude.
I'm sorry.
I reject this reality.
And substitute your own.
No, mine has always been right.
was trying to figure out what I was doing on that menu. I knew I needed to repel, but I couldn't remember what else I needed. So what I actually need to do is eventually swap cast form to the top of the party. I need to teach Shockwave to it. I need to teach Fly to Talo. And eventually I'm going to need to use a couple of rare candies. So,
Yep.
you saw how much time I saved over Amoeba in the Rival 3 split. So not
Yep.
only does Amoeba need to make the stop at the Battle Tower for the Mart, but he also has to go out of the way to grab the rare candy on Route 110, which is a surfing candy.
Hmm.
I don't need to. I want that nugget. Come here. I actually don't have enough money later. So I'm going to grab that nugget so that I have
This game
money
has a lot
later.
of nuggets.
Nice away. Say what?
This game has a lot of nuggets.
No, not really. I just pick up most of them.
I still feel like compared to other titles,
Dude, I've only grabbed
Most successful
3.
nuggets.
There's only like 4 nuggets. Like, some other
Fair.
games just hand them to you left and right. Like, later gens just hand you money.
but you need so much money, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, one of the things that I wish, and we're coming up on something great here, but there's also a Pokemon Direct coming, and
Oh, yeah, that... What is that, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Gotcha.
But if something gets announced that I would be happy about,
Let's go, Black!
I wouldn't mind a Let's Go Black. Not gonna lie. I do run Let's Go and I love Gen 5. But in general, I would be more excited.
Oh, I'm just saying that
about-
because Game 3 thinks of Unova as Kanto Jr.
Yeah. Actually, no. Kalos is Kanto Jr.
Not in execution.
You can't really lump when Black 1 and win with Black 2. Black 2 is the anti-Unova. Anti-Kanto. But generally, I want to say, I lost my point.
Because you didn't have one to begin with. Anyways,
No, I started
so
one.
that is the only other special move that I will use in the entire game. Just Bullet Seed and
Yeah.
Giga Drain. It is not
Yeah.
worth it for me to do anything else.
Oh yeah. Conveniency changes, right? We didn't really have these in BDSP, which is why they sucked. However, I would be really happy if they kept the ability to push Pokemon into more EV with more than 10 protein and stuff, like vitamins. Really expensive, but great.
Wait, is that something
That's
that's
so-
actually available in Scarvy?
Yeah, yeah. It costs you to make a full Pokemon. It costs you about $500,000 Pokédollars, but it is possible.
Huh, I actually like that. That's
Yeah,
pretty good for
It's great.
competitive. Yeah. Yeah, I
like
think
the
that.
last thing it needs for competitive is to reduce IVs.
Yeah, I heard that that's the issue since you can't do berries.
Yep. Like IV, there's no way yet, and for competitive VGC, slow is good sometimes.
Oh, Ivy.
Yeah. EV is easy.
Oh, are
Berries
berries?
are easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were saying berries weren't. Okay.
No. You
Well,
can get
wait.
berries pretty
Can you
easily.
raise? how do you raise IVs then?
There's special training in the newer games with bottle caps.
Oh, right.
You have to have a level 100 Pokemon, and you can buy bottle caps that raise a single stat for like 20,000.
Gotcha. So,
So
I do need to talk about a route change that I made before this run. So, I avoided Rock Smash for the longest time because I wanted Fake Out for that Hariyama. But having cut Torchic actually enabled me to get a 2-shot with Strength on that Hariyama. Otherwise, I needed Fake Out to get a 2-shot with Strength. So it actually enabled me to use Rock Smash, because Rock Smash has to occupy a slot on my moveset, and I need Bullet Seed for the Geodudes and the Rhyhorn. So it actually just turned out perfectly. And all of this is just to grab Shadow Ball. So it's about, what did I time it out? It was like a 3-minute and 12-second time loss to go from out of the way, fighting the 2 battles, grabbing Shadow Ball, and then falling down Mount Pyre again. That, again, my fellow competitors do not need to take, because they will all be holding Feint Attack. And without Feint Attack or Shadow Ball, I have no way of hitting Phoebe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Roush, aren't you forgetting something important? Well, I guess... when? I need to teach Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is power points. Indeed.
Banana.
Ooh, banan. Ooh, ban. Ooh, ba.
Dude, that's so weird. The metro, or whatever you want to call it, like the underground train,
Yeah.
is called U-Bahn in Germany.
Oh! I don't need Bullet anymore.
Friendship ended with Bullet Seed. Now Shadow Ball is my best friend.
But yeah, so I will need to go to the move deleter eventually, because I do not want to be holding Rock Smash till the end of time. But luckily, thanks to the way that I have maneuvered my moveset, I can hold off on doing it until I need to get to Aqua Hideout, which means that I get to optimize my movement. So I don't have to take as many steps out of the way.
Yeah. I have a question.
Sure.
I've never really thought about this, but at which friendship values do you usually end up?
Well, so I use a lot of herbs.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I don't know the answer.
Alright.
Did I actually have another controller disconnection? I thought I only had the one. Maybe I did have 2. That's insane. Okay, well.
Because
Cool.
I'm thinking, like, wouldn't, like, return is
I debated it.
attack, right?
I debated it.
Yeah.
But strength actually
yeah.
just gets the job done well enough. It would probably save me... It might save me an X attack on True Double. Maybe one elsewhere. But unless I had max return power by literally now... Well, actually after Winona, it wouldn't make a difference.
I always forget that boosting is a thing with items. I've been watching so many solo challenges lately.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, X attacks are cheating. That's the Nuzlocke community. The Nuzlocke community does that, and then it's
I
like,
personally don't mind.
there's no one correct way to play Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, you would.
That's
be
the
cheating
whole
Nuzlocke.
point.
The point of a Nuzlocke is to not use items in battle, but a speedrunner ain't a Nuzlocke.
No, it is not. There's no
I don't
one
know
correct way of
if it
playing
was a
the
real
game.
thing, but there was a like maybe copy pasta or something with a Pokeguy against Nuzlockers. That was pretty good.
Yo, if you ever find that again, I would love to see it. Pokeguy has some good quotes.
I made one way back with Pokeguy Natural Talent.
Oh, yes! Oh. I mean, let's be real. The dude is very, very skilled. And also,
Yeah.
luck is a superpower.
Nah, I really like. There's a lot of speedrunners, like I guess you included, but like people that even play multiple games and can learn them. Like I'm already like in awe of people like Swift's art talent, and then she just goes and learns Colosseum. Like, plus being good at like other games, Gen 5 and shit. Like,
Also,
this is
I
unfair.
wanna talk about another route difference. So many people swear by facade cast form strats, so that the way they can sell Shockwave earlier. This Swellow clicking double team is my counter against it. With the way that my moves have been accurate so far, anything less than perfect is going to be missing, and I hate it.
I mean, Send Attack in the first 10 minutes proved you right on that one.
Exactly. Well, yes. Yes, precisely. But yeah, I obviously lose a metric ton of time in this split compared to everybody else because of the Shadow Ball detour. And also the
Yeah.
extra candies that I pick up in this split as opposed to the ones that they pick up in earlier split.
And this is all to hit Phoebe at the end, right?
It's actually to almost every other split. Like, I save time on pretty much every other split. Besides one, but that's for a different reason.
But why is that? Because generally, you have Silk Scarf boosted strength, which isn't worse than Shadow Ball in a lot of things.
So, Strength and Shadow Ball have the same base power.
Yes.
They're both 80. Silk Scarf is a 10% boost.
Yep.
But what I'm
it's the
saying-
other one, a 20% boost.
No, it's only 10.
No.
In this generation,
That's
it's
what I'm
only
saying.
10.
Yeah.
But the difference between me and my compatriots is the extra 10% attack that I have over Chippy and Icy. And, of course, the absolute, like, behemoth attack difference I have over Amoeba. But Amoeba is using special attacks at this point. I need to look back up. I don't even remember what he does for this fight in particular. But, I actually save a turn of setup compared to what I used to do. This turn is ridiculous. It doesn't protect. It didn't protect there. I
So stupid.
don't understand. This Pelipper.
Pelipper is like the worst.
It doesn't matter whether I kill it with a Shadow Ball there or not. the outcome of the fight remains the same. But unfortunately, I just need Pelipper to either die to the first turn of rollout. Why did I click rollout there? I am trolling at this point.
You're molding.
Wow. I got bailed out again. I got bailed out by that protect. I guess I had to have been. I had to have been tilted and playing tilted. That
Yeah.
Pelipper did some stuff. Made no sense to me. Anyway, Skarmory is Winona's last Pokemon here for whatever reason. She sends out everything else first. No clue why.
Does she detect the running rollout, maybe?
It's super effective on her other Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And they all have Aerial Ace. They all have
Yeah,
Aerial Ace.
I'm reversing this, so it's like she chooses a new ace.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It's the opposite of Flannery problem. But yeah, so that's another place where I could save a boatload of time in a future installment of this run. And I don't know if I want to improve this. I'm probably gonna try and get some runs in this coming week, but not over the weekend. No, I'm good. But
For sure.
yeah, I don't have enough friendship to justify getting return at this point.
That's why I'm... The bad part is there's also no reason to get frustration.
No. Frustration is even worse.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
get
would
two
basically
friendship
need to
points
be
quickly.
using a new herb after every fight. That also didn't look like a clean spinner pass either, now that I watch it back. At the time I thought it was good, but now I'm not so sure. It was also an unnecessary one. I could have just used my Super Repel. Not worried about it. That part's fine. I'll just use it now. Yeah, there's nothing else to do in here. So, fun fact. My PowerPoints get a little bit tight at this sequence because I haven't healed up since the bed in Weather Institute.
Yep.
This pooch dies to Rock Smash. And thusly ends the last instance.
40.
20.
Oh, is it 20 in this gen? Is it
Yes. No, it's 20 until Gen 5, I think. It's either Gen 5 or Gen 6.
Might be.
It didn't get boosted until later.
Gen 4, actually.
Alrighty.
Yeah, this is where I have a little of knowledge.
I think I used Z Rock Smash once.
It wouldn't be unlike you.
Because it would get 90 base power, wouldn't it?
I forget how these things work. I know that Terra sets it at 60 if it's below. It's only the only thing I know.
Yeah, that's why, like, was it Technician Roserade?
Yeah, Mud Slap on a Heatran.
That's right, that's what it was. I was like, I couldn't remember what it was. Oh my, that's such a move. What a Chad maneuver. But yeah, until Tabitha, really. This is just basically nice one-shots. There's
Yeah.
not a whole lot going on.
We can just revel in the fact that this area exists in Emerald and not in Ruby and Sapphire.
I know, it's so sad, because they actually flushed it out really well.
Yeah. It's one of the best areas of the game. Not gameplay-wise, but...
In
just as a
terms of
location, it's
design,
insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Also, the dialogue is great. These grunts are, like, self-aware, and it's really good.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought about Grana.
My left ear is burning up!
That is the best one.
Like,
The best
oh,
part was when my wife played Emerald last year for the first time. She was like, "What the hell is Groudon?" It was so cute to see
aw.
the realization of what I guess this game's story does for the first time in Pokemon history.
In terms of what? What do you mean?
I mean, the world-ending threat is kind of the first time they did that story in RC.
Yeah? Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
they decided to repeat it for 20 years.
oh shit, it's been 20... Wow. Ruby and Sapphire are 21 years old this year. They can drink, almost.
No, they have been drinking for 3 years in Germany, dude.
In Germany.
Wait, no. For 5 in Germany.
Wait, the drinking age is 16?
For mildly alcoholic beverages, yes.
Oh, okay.
Beer, yes. Wine, harder alcohol, 18.
You know what? I think that's a much better way of doing it. You can keep the age restriction, but kind of not letting them go for hard alcohol immediately, I think, is a good idea.
Let's not
There's a-
talk about
there's-
how it
I was gonna say,
actually works
no,
in
I
Germany.
know, but there's a fun, it's the same thing everywhere. It's kind of a fun joke. What is it? Americans start drinking at age 21, Europeans stop drinking at 21. Obviously
I don't know.
unfounded, but it's just the funny thing that
yeah.
they start drinking from such
We shall see
comparatively
how
early age.
that develops because I mean it's topical. I guess we had big I guess law changes today.
Oh, today? Wow.
Yeah, it's been like 2 hours since law changed on the legalization of something else.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Oh boy. Well, considering how it has affected society over here, I pray that it
I
does
don't
not.
know how it works over there. We have the Netherlands.
We
where
have
it's
our
kind of
issues.
good.
We have our issues.
Yeah, but
I'm not
Let's
going
not
to.
get political
I'm not
into
going to
this one.
debate here nor there.
Yeah.
So I used rollout in 3 different fights, and we're already through all of them. I'm actually done with rollout now.
Wow.
Oh wait,
One
no.
would
Do I
think it
use
would
one
be-
more? I might use one more.
One would think it would be interesting against Drake.
It would be, but I don't have enough move slots. Also, more protect, and also a second Pokemon Flygon. There's many reasons why it doesn't work. But it's okay because I
sense,
have a
yeah.
much more suitable alternative that gets the job done pretty well. Anyway, I will not be using... Well, maybe I don't use it for the rest of the run. Maybe that is my last rollout. Anyway, I love having my cast form at a low enough HP that Mightyena takes it out with a takedown here. It's actually really useful. I have 2 different versions of this fight. basically, I X speed and pray that I get swaggered. If I get swaggered, I heal powder and then I just win the fight. Otherwise, I do need to set up to +2. Just kind of a fun thing.
Yep. Would you ban Swagger in a tournament at this point in time in Gen 9 Pokemon?
Haven't played enough to have a good opinion on it. This Crobat's a damage roll, unfortunately. It is
Swagger Mirror Herb.
It's 7 out of 8, so it's an 87.5%. Is not a range at +3, obviously, but it's also not really worth it for me to go too much further because Crobat does 84 with Wing Attack. I survive. If it Confuse Rays me, I heal powder up on Maxie's Super Potion, and then I kill it the next turn. So it doesn't really make a difference. I kill with Shadow Ball. For reference.
Yep.
So this is actually the last split where I forthright lose time from routing differences.
Wow.
Everything else is like mistakes. Every other split, I save turns. And the only reason why is because I have to get rid of Rock Smash from my moveset. Everybody else, like, used Thief. I don't know if Icy used Rock Smash and Watson, but I know Amoeba used Thief. So. Yeah, I go to the move deleter right now. Oh, no, that's wrong. I do lose time in Twins. I do lose time in Tate and Loza. That's right. But I almost make it up immediately. With how good... Oh. Oops.
Huh?
I said no.
Well, that costs time.
Costs a little bit of time.
That's
Yeah.
such a jingle that you don't really hear.
It's
often
not.
enough.
That's the only... Actually, there...
Even like
It might also show up in the game corner. Maybe.
maybe, but casually, it really doesn't exist for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gigu! I was supposed to teach it in the escape rope menu. Whoops. But I have it now. And that's all that matters.
How long will you keep it? Like until 1 and then...
Why don't you find out? In other words, what do you think?
I feel like you... maybe until 8th gym. Probably not.
Well, okay, so to put in perspective, at the end of the run, I only have 5 less special attack than
Attack?
than Chippy and Icy.
Wow.
So it's actually not the worst. But I think I have 12 less special attack than Amoeba.
That's
So-
like still a base 60 move. Kind of bad.
Yeah. But they're all doing something in the Elite Four that I couldn't dream about. that you could dream about. But I don't want to do it because it messes with my strategy for other fights.
Mhm.
And quite frankly, I feel like my way is just faster.
Yeah.
And in fact, I have definitive proof that it's faster. This was also a mistake. I did not want to fight this as a double. I wanted to fight them individually. It doesn't actually matter, and I learned that right now, that it doesn't matter. But because cast form's gone, I have no way of one-shotting the Carvana, so I actually have to take an extra turn here anyway. So it's slightly slower than if I fought them separately. So it's kind of not worth it. But it's fine. It is perfectly alright.
Okay.
I just want to skip through this part because this is the slow part. I don't I
Yeah.
don't want to watch it at one speed, but I have to.
Yep.
It's so much more fun to play these than to just watch.
Yeah.
No offense
But-
to anybody who's watching who actually enjoys watching these, but as somebody who loves routing and playing them, it is so much more difficult to just sit here and watch it happen at one time speed.
It's interesting, I think. I feel like Emerald has one of the least slow parts of the game, though. There's not really ever a perma-slow part. in
Well, a
comparison
lot of
a
it has to
other-
do with, I was going to say, a lot of it has to do with the fact that it keeps a steady 59.7525 frame rate.
I mean, yes, but also like in terms of gameplay, it's just there's a part of Johto, like the mid game, that feels really slow. Like there's generally, I think in Pokemon, usually between like the third and maybe sixth gym can feel really slow.
Oh, sorry.
Songs.
No, I read a joke. I read a joke. I'll explain it to you after the stream really quickly, but it's not anything that I should be reading out loud,
Alright.
especially not on stream. But yeah, anyway, so it's the same thing with Matt that it is in Maxi 2, except the difference is Matt's Mightyena has 0 attacking moves. So I can't sacrifice a Pokemon to get the guard spec out. But I need +1 for Matt in order to one-shot Mightyena, because Mightyena actually has more defense than Crobat. Stupid lax. So I guard spec, and I can either get Swagger or X attack ×2. So it's actually kind of lucky that I didn't draw Swagger both times, because it makes me run out of X attacks. So they're going to be in a, well, maybe not a better spot in the menu. Maybe they would be better up near the top. It's still going to take a little bit of finagling. A nice word, finagle.
Yeah.
Words that sound dirty that really aren't. Finagle.
Yep.
But I'm running low on power points again, even though I just elixired. I should probably fix that at some point. Although I guess I don't need a whole lot of strengths, because I'm going the Psychic Gym and Shadow Ball just gets the job done. It doesn't matter. Declan's really no threat when I'm at full health with Shiftry. You'd need like, I don't even think 2 crit thrashes would do, and I guarantee 3-shot because of my level. So I actually take a weird detour here. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the PC.
That is a weird detour.
And do a double deposit.
That makes sense.
Yep. And this positions my party almost perfect. I'd rather Abra be in that top slot as opposed to Meryl, just for a later fight in the run. But this is still good enough. So even though I have all of this money, I still like to sell the Nugget, because look at the sheer number of X attacks. And I like having a couple of revives in reserve. Even though I don't even... I don't think I... Do I even use... No, I use them. I have to use a couple of them, I think. I definitely use at least one. I can't remember how many I actually use at the end of it all. But anyway, because of the double deposit and moving Abra out of the top spot, I'm able to get Shiftry healed up and back in the top spot. Pretty simple. I can't have Talo in the top slot for Tate and Liza's gym, because Claydol would use either Psychic or Ancient Power against me. I need it to be using Earthquake. So I only have 3 Pokemon in my party. I deposited the other ones because I don't need them. My Shiftry's attack is really good. I have the fastest Tate and Liza fight out of everybody. Because my Shadow Ball at +1 one-hit KOs their entire team. Except for Claydol, which is fixed with a simple either Giga Drain or Strength into Shadow Ball. But that does not happen if we get Ancient Power boosts.
Oh.
So I need to maneuver my team to minimize the chance of Claydol clicking Ancient Power. The good news is it will decide that it wants to use Stab Earthquake most of the time, unless it sees the Ancient Power crits. Crits and kills. Otherwise, it will be using Stab Earthquake most of the time. But yeah, so the crux of the matter is, I want my entire team to be fainted.
Yep.
After I finish setting up on Tate and Liza. And this Shiftry, being only 8 IV speed, is just right for this scenario. Because at this level, after my speed boost from the Dynamo badge, Xatu outspeeds me by 1 point.
No.
This fight is so good.
It's so stupid. Is that?
It's so stupid, but it works out really, really well for me. This fight is so good.
In 20 minutes, I can go and pick up a parcel that I've been waiting for all week. Can't wait.
You've been waiting all week.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for actually 2.5 months for a package, and it should be hopefully at my doorstep sometime soon.
What did you order?
I don't know.
What?
My brother bought me a graduation gift and wouldn't tell me what it was because he said he had it custom built. And
Insane, dude.
yep. So I hard switched Talo in here because Xatu will be using Psychic and Claydol will be using Earthquake. So Talo faints and Meryl faints.
Yep.
And obviously Xatu is not affected by Earthquake. So now I'm going to feint the Xatu on this turn, but because it goes first, it is going to feint my Abra. I'm just going to take this time and heal up Shiftry so that I have as much HP as possible for all of the Claydol Earthquakes that are coming in, because I'm attacking the left side.
Wait, that's so smart.
Yeah. Because otherwise Xatu has Confuse Ray and Calm Mind, and it just becomes weirdly variable. Whereas Claydol attacking you is much more consistent.
Yep.
But I'm at this level, I'm outsped by 1 point on the Xatu. It just weirdly works out just right.
Awesome, dude.
And this fight was just so... It's so good. I lose time to Amoeba here, but that's basically because I don't even think he does... He might not even do his Mart stop. But because I dropped all of my Pokemon in the PC. And now I kill with the Shadow Ball.
You wouldn't kill with Shadow Ball anyway?
It is a damage roll, and it is not a good one. It is...
Okay. 1 out of 16.
No, it's not that low. I think it's...
It's probably like 3 or 4.
I think it's 30. It's like 3 or 4 out of 16, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
But yeah, I have a brand new DS XL coming.
Ooh. Delfino Customs install, or...
No. I have one with the capture card.
Oh, okay.
There's also I don't think Delfino does new ones at this point, because the original manufacturer of the boards went bankrupt and got sued, and the boards themselves don't exist anymore. I have the second to last one worldwide, as far as I know. Yep.
Dang.
But Delfino Customs does have a Game Boy Advance SP with a Groudon for 129.
What?
With an IPS screen.
I don't need a screen. The way I play games, I don't need a screen. I don't have a screen.
I'm just saying you were talking about it.
I was. No. I get it. Yeah, so this fight is kind of unfortunate. The second Mightyena is a damage roll. It's in my favor, but I just don't like this fight with 2 Mightyena. And also, unfortunately, the Mightyena fight on the next floor is also not... Actually, I don't even think it's a damage roll. I think I just straight out do not one-shot.
Yep. So, as far as I can tell, just to make this short, there are new 3DS XL, but no 2DS XL mods.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I got myself the Minecraft version. I love this one.
It's so cool.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Congratulations. I'd like to kindly...
Here for...
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've only got... We might actually have less than an hour left. It's pretty close. Yeah, actually, no, it should be less than an hour. Spoiler alert, I beat Amoeba's time. I'm ahead now, and I never relinquish it.
I think I know.
I have not been behind since Maxi 1. Yeah, this fight sucks. I hate this.
The endgame of Emerald is weirdly long, if you think about it.
It's honestly just this sequence, really. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like from here until entering the Elite Four is weirdly long.
Yeah, there's only after this battle, there's only 3 fights.
Yeah. But it's long.
For like the next almost like half an hour. There's a lot in between. It's not half an hour. Maybe it is half an hour.
Nah.
It's pretty long.
Yeah.
It's actually low-key pretty long.
Right. Hit me with your best and worst Pokemon Direct theory. What is gonna be announced?
Oh, buddy, I don't even want to start.
I have a few.
I want to explain
ideas.
this fight. So obviously, Persenberry. The Silk Scarf doesn't actually matter. I need +3 to one-shot Crobat either way.
Yep.
Makes it better if Maxie's Mightyena goes for Swagger on me. That would make things nice. Unless Steven decides to attack into Tabitha at the exact same time. Best case scenario, Metang sets up Light Screen and Reflect immediately. And then just starts wailing on whatever's in front of him. I get my Guard Spec up on this Meryl Feint. Unfortunately, this makes both Mightyena and Camerupt target Meryl, because they both see that they kill, and they both have good enough AI that they're like, oh, we should kill. Camerupt has Rock Slide and Takedown, Amnesia and Focus Energy. Mightyena has Takedown, Swagger, Scary Face, and I actually forget what the last one was. But Metang attacking into Mightyena is not great for me. Really is not. Because the stupid rat continues to attack. This makes me very nervous.
Yep. Fair.
Mightyena Swagger's the wrong Pokemon. If Mightyena Swaggered the Shiftry, this fight was over. It literally would have been over. But no, he went for Metang. But also, fortunately for me, for whatever reason, unlike normal, Maxie sent out Camerupt second, and all of my practice runs, Crobat came out second. So, bonus for me. And now, I need one more X attack, don't I? Yeah, I need one more X attack. And then, there's also a variant where I set up another Guard Spec to avoid the Intimidate from Tabitha's Mightyena. But I also don't need to worry about it if I don't need to worry about it if Tabitha's Mightyena is coming out after Crobat. That's all that matters. Is I need +3 for Crobat and +2 for literally everything else. So yeah, the fight's kind of over at this point. It's just basically Metang and I attacking into whatever slots on the field. Nice crit.
Yep.
That was actually helpful. That might have saved a turn. Come to think of it.
Such good music, though.
Oh, it actually didn't save a turn, did it? Sad. Okay, so...
Chad.
Shadge. My Personberry is still intact. Which, I don't care. I want Persim for Archie, too. Also. Archie, also.
Yep.
I will need to revive another Pokemon. So I'm just gonna revive Meryl again. Because I am a bad parent. I need 3 X attacks to one-shot Crobat. And I don't think it made a difference whether or not I had... I don't think it made a difference whether or not I had Silk Scarf. There we go. Wait, you... I forgot to teach Dive. That's a mistake.
Hmm.
That is a big mistake, pal. Huge.
Huge.
There's not too much to say. It's
Story.
Yep, it's story. It's pretty basic.
Just like you.
It's true. From now till the end of the game, I change half my moveset.
Wow. That's 2 moves.
I know. But to be fair, so does everybody else. They just switched to a different move than I do.
Well, they also started with 2 different moves. Presumably.
Yeah, they don't grab Shadow Ball. Nobody else grabs Shadow Ball. They all stick with Feint Attack. Which,
I love
to be
Spawn.
fair, in the aggregate, it is more powerful than Shadow Ball. However,
Yeah.
not for me. Still haven't figured out per se whether or not it's better for me to have Feint Attack or Shadow Ball. But it also doesn't really... It doesn't feel like it makes a difference. No.
Doesn't sound.
Let me try that again. I feel like it makes a big enough difference that it's worth the detour. However, it would actually make a very long Tantalizer fight, because I might actually need to set out to +3. My compatriots only need to set out to +2, but I might need to set up to +3 to guarantee some of those KOs. Which, saving time on Tantalizer is very important. But they have a completely different... Everybody else has a different endgame compared to me. So I'm still trying to fish for... Oh my word, what did I do?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, I must have changed these strats up, like, last night. That was his steak.
Limp Bizkit playing in the background. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
For
So,
some
that
reason,
wasn't-
I forgot that was how I played this fight. Nice taunt, idiot. Yeah, he would have killed me if he went for slash. Because if the slash didn't kill me, the rough skin would have. This is like a damage roll. I forgot that that's what happened in that fight.
Thankfully, you didn't see that.
That was suboptimal. So that's why I wrote it differently in my notes. Because I must have gone back after I played that fight, and I was like, I don't like playing so risky. That's really risky. Okay. Problem solved. But why did Kyogre disappear? Why? Why? Why?
Why, Morty? That was so bad.
I was gonna say, that sounded like an impression of Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time.
Never seen. But if it sounded like anything, I would be happy.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Pacific Log Candy because I want to be at least level 50 for Wally, and level 51 is a nice consolation prize.
Yep.
There's really not much room for commentary right now. There's nothing else going on.
Okay. Then tell me.
So there's
Finally, what is being revealed at Pokemon Direct?
Oh, the Pokemon Direct? Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like they've been hinting way too much at Black and White and remakes.
I don't think they have.
The official
did
Pokemon
everything.
social media has been doing a bunch of Unova posting.
I mean, I guess. But they did also a lot of other posting. I'm done with Unova remakes as long as they're not. Well, you know what? As long as they're technically better than the BDSP, I'm down. Because BDSP was a faithful remake to Diamond and Pearl, which sucked anyway. But Black is a good game.
Okay.
I'm down for Let's Go. I mean, I would love if Game Boy
I
and
don't
Game
want.
Advance
Okay,
had this
here's my thing. Let's Go Johto is a bad idea. And the reason why is they would need to change so much from the original games in order to make it work. So what would you do for like a Pokedex? And the other half is Johto is a very incomplete region. Like it or not, Johto is not a full region. It was designed to be a part of a whole.
Yeah.
It is small. The story is short on its own. just on its own, Johto is not big enough to support a game.
I would be. I don't know, man.
My
I'm
personal
done with
opinion.
Legends Celebi more than.
I think a Legend Celebi would be cool. Unfortunately, I don't believe that there was enough casual fan reception
It is crazy,
to
man.
Arceus.
Like people want Legends Kyurem, which I'm not a fan of.
Really? Okay. Well, what's the difference?
I think what made Hisui kind of work, and I say kind of because I 100% completed that game, and by the end I grew to hate it at some point, is that we all remember things from uh, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, whatever, but I feel like those games are the ones I remember fondly but rarely play again, because every time I do, it is a slog because Gen 4 engine.
Hmm.
I don't have the same feelings towards Gen 5 at all.
Okay. Weird, but I can follow.
And also, I feel like Arceus being the god and shit was justifiable for how the story panned out. I think with Gen 5, it's hard to repeat the kind of surprisingly good story that they told, because we have in Gen 5 a region that kind of tells a lot of history on its own. It wouldn't be surprising if we see people praying to Volcarona, seeing the Kyurem eat people, whatever. Because yes, that is actually hinted at in the game. It wouldn't be a surprise. Wouldn't be as effective.
For Albanian Panther, not really. I don't play constantly. And I'm also playing in different ways that I've never played before. It doesn't really get boring for me. Just playing Emerald. I don't want to do the blindfolded run. I don't get as much enjoyment out of that. And I'll be honest, like, I hardly get as much enjoyment out of the regular old any percent grind anymore. Like, I've been interested in doing these alt mains, but I think if I were to try and go back and do... Oh, I need to do a lot more in order to do blindfold. And also, I don't have a... Imagine blindfold. I agree. I don't even think I would enjoy for an hour. Now, once upon a time, I ran, or Tyrant 14 had a little donation incentive for a blindfolded Emerald run way back in the day. And I forked over the money for it just because I didn't actually expect him to do it. So when he actually was like getting ready to do it, he was like, you know, I don't think I can actually do it. I need you to talk me through it. To like help him with like damage ranges and if he got lost in the overworld and stuff. So I agreed to do that. And my goodness, it was agonizing being on the watching end of it. So I have a pretty good motive for visiting this Pokemon Center. Come here, little girl.
Ooh. I didn't remember that existed in this game.
You watched my baton pass, didn't you?
I made the graphics.
You didn't actually watch?
I did, but I probably fell asleep.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. Double Edge Aggron. Rockhead, Double Edge
Yes.
Aggron.
If someone in chat hasn't seen that run,
It sucks.
yes.
It is so agonizing. That run is
But
so
the
awful.
graphic-
The graphics are
graphic
great.
At the bottom is good.
Yes.
I'm
you
just
know,
gonna toot my own horn. I was
almost,
really happy with these.
I was gonna say, I know, did you make my Raichu one? Or did I make my
I
Raichu
remember.
one?
Probably you did. I don't remember anything.
If you had
doing that.
time over this weekend, could I peg you for a Shiftry variant?
Sure, that's easy.
Yeah, just one with all the gym, with all of the gym leaders would be great.
All right. We can.
You do
manage
that, and I
think.
will definitely do runs this week and try and get a better time.
I won't watch, but I can provide. Sure.
I would be, I will gladly provide a little extra
Yeah,
incentive for you.
Nah.
I will share you a
I-
cut. I will share with you a cut of my winnings.
Nah.
I will give you 10% of my winnings. I will give you 10% of my winnings.
I don't want it. But yeah, you have made the most fun thing.
Oh, you would know. All right, I'm sorry. You would know if you were still at your mom's house, if you were there for an hour, because the music would still be Little Root Town. You would know. You're blindfolded, not deaf.
But yeah, over the years, you've provided me with a lot of interesting things to sink my teeth into. I've built this, which I'm pretty proud of. I built a Gen 3 Pokédex model
That's true.
in pretty much 2.5D,
Yep.
which I'm still super proud of.
that one took a lot of effort. And one of these
was
days, I
insane.
hope that you will be able to use it with us. That would
Yeah,
be
maybe.
a fun
That
goal.
would be insane, yeah.
If I actually get one of the 2 jobs that I applied for this week, me visiting you would be feasible.
Great. That would be so fun.
It would be great. Either
Yeah.
that or I could find a way to get you over here. Relatively cheap.
Yeah. I mean, true.
But
yeah, I mean,
We're gonna have to
just
take a
got
few
raise.
steps. That's a couple of
It's
steps
so
into the
fun.
future. Let's not get ahead of
Yeah.
ourselves.
Let's
In the
go back to
meantime,
one,
revel
but yeah.
in the final Giga Drain.
Giga Brain. Ooh, can I rename that in my ROM hack to Giga Brain? That would be funny.
You should do it. Why not? Yeah, I lose a lot of time in this split in between my terrible Archie strats, my grabbing double edge, and I don't even know where else I lose time in that split. Like that's just a weird one to me. I'd like have to watch them back side by side to see exactly what happens. So this is just it boggles me for whatever reason. Makes no sense. But anyway, I'm gonna go and grab my final move.
Do I need to watch?
Not
What
necessarily.
does unlock now? I kind of do. I'm always interested in learning new things about these games still. Ah, I know which one that is.
Earth
It's
shattering.
the BB. That's the BB.
Brick
The brick.
break.
The break. Yeah, that one's.
Yeah. So everybody else who's done the Shiftry run, from here on out, their strats go off the walls. They stop in Pacifidlog Pokemon Center instead of the Cetopolis one. Do you know what move tutor is in Pacifidlog Town?
Oh, I knew once. I don't anymore.
It's your favorite.
It is explosion, huh?
It do be explosion.
I figured that earlier by what you said, that I would figure out I like that. I figured it would be explosion strats.
But I have enough attack with double edge that I don't need to explode.
That's great, dude.
Yeah, they all explode on Wally. They explode on Wally, on Drake, and Amoeba explodes 4 times on Wallace. That is how slow their Elite Fours get, because you have to revive the Shiftry every single time.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, they also explode on Tropius. I forgot about that. I just attack what's in front of me.
I just got an insane idea, dude. I haven't edited Marts in my ROM hack yet. Right?
Uh-oh.
I might remove revives. Yep.
It's up to you. You know, honestly, I'd be down to getting back into working on our ROM hack too, but honestly, after this, if I don't have a job interview lined up when this competition is over with next week, I need to throw extra effort into it.
Yeah, for sure.
To be real, because
I'm
gonna run out of money. I need
Yeah.
money, and quite frankly, I'm done living here.
Yeah. I'm just sacrificing my weekends for balanced black. It is what it is.
I didn't need to double edge the Roselia. Strength would have done the job. It was my mistake.
That was your mistake?
That was my mistake.
That was his mistake.
That was his mistake.
It's so stupid.
Don't ask me why, but I still enjoy the movie.
I have never seen it.
It doesn't matter whether you watch it or not. It's just okay.
Fair enough.
Look at how much time I save.
Wait, that's insane. That's almost 2 minutes.
I know.
On
Because
one
I don't
fight.
have to go back to Pacific Log and teach Explosion.
Yeah, and then
And
all
then
the
I
times
don't
you
have to
save from
explode
revive
and then
here.
revive. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean you're still gonna have healing turns, of course, but it's
It's
entirely
not as
different
yeah.
beast.
It's nowhere near as bad.
I love that though.
What? Just that Explosion became viable?
Nah, but it's respectable to go through that amount of grind and play for explosion strategy. Yeah, that's just insane, dude.
Don't get me wrong, like, it is utterly hilarious. But
No,
that's just
no
another... Nice. But this just works so much better for me. Unfortunately, this Claydol is a damage roll with Shadow Ball. So it's actually worth it for me to strength first turn.
Oh yeah, because she has healing items, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do be an ace trainer. They do carry healing.
So guaranteed 2 turns as opposed to a potential 1. I honestly think if I'm being more aggressive on the next run that I come through here, and if I'm pushing for a really, really good time, I'll just risk it and go for the
Biscuit
Shadow
for
Ball
the
kill.
biscuit.
But probably not otherwise. So yeah, Julie, they all have Giga Drain and Feint Attack and whatever. But I need to double edge times 3. And I can't remember how much HP I'm left with at the end of this fight. I think it might be 2. Because double edge doesn't number.
Yeah.
No, I actually died to the Tropius. I need to heal here. Because I think Tropius does 43 on recoil. So I do need to heal here. But I mean, it doesn't do anything for me in damage. I just need to not get body slam paralyzed. Yeah. Alright, so 44 and we end up with 98. Yeah, so it does 46 in recoil. That's a lot. But the other cool thing that I've set up with me depositing Pokemon in Moss Deep is I have all the Pokemon I need for the Elite Four. And because I took the healing at the Pokemon Center in Setopolis, I don't need to heal any of them up.
Yep.
I'm in position to just go straight through the Elite Four. To just go right now. I'm gonna grab full restores right now. If I'm being honest, in a more aggressive run, I might not. If I have the, like, I still have most of my Hyper Potions intact. I have enough. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Double Edge kills Pelipper. Also Double Edge Strength, I think, if I remember correctly. Or maybe Shadow Ball gets the job done too. Okay, never mind. They all get the job done. Also, thank you, Pelipper, for cooperating.
Very cooperative. Which isn't a nut, but that's what I came up.
It's close. I mean, nuts are literally just berries, but they're seeds. But the entire thing is a seed.
Oh man.
What?
I love this section. I'm just gonna watch another run after maybe or sometime else and see people explode.
Haven't seen footage of Icy's run. I think Icy's keeping it hidden. I don't know if it was streamed or not. I don't know if Chippy streamed his or not either. Chippy and Icy basically did their route together. So I think they're running identical runs. I've already seen Amoebas. It's interesting.
I just want to look at Explosion.
Yeah, Amoebas is definitely the one to look at. It's not on his YouTube, it's on his Twitch.
I'll
Hopefully
find
he
it.
highlighted it. I don't know if he...
Well, it's 30 days if it's not highlighted, right?
Is it 30 days? I thought it was 2 weeks. Maybe for affiliates it's longer. Not that I'm not affiliate, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're also affiliate. You should know.
Buddy, you know how often I stream to Twitch. Like, maybe once a month.
That is like 12 times as often as I do.
Touche. You'll stream like 12 times in a week, and then you won't for the entire rest of the year.
Yep. That's true. See, I'll be streaming 20 hours in 3 days, and then I'll be offline for a year.
Look at all that time save.
Oh, dang.
That was mainly because Amoeba made a mistake and had to reset off of Sydney. But the other part was me not needing to heal on it. And the other part was me not needing to revive. Off of Tropius.
Makes sense.
But I did have to heal off of Tropius, so it didn't exactly save me any more time. Oh yeah, Amoeba's attack is so bad, he has to explode on Glacia's wall rain.
That's crazy.
Oh, and it's so bad. Meanwhile, Icy and Chippy, with their Bashful, need to equip an Oranberry for the Glacia fight because of Hail. 5 turns of Hail plus the first 2 turns of Ice Ball deal 3 more HP at max rolls than they have HP.
Well,
Me and my special defense does not even need the Oranberry. So I get the biggest time save off of Glacia. Also, have I told you how good a move Double Edge is?
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good move. Deals 1/3 recoil. The amount of damage he dealt.
Yep.
That's a pretty good trade-off, don't you think? For a 120 base power move?
I mean, yeah. If it kills, it's as good as a base 500 move, basically, without the drawbacks. Yes. Or many of the drawbacks.
But what if, and hear me out, what if I actually wanted the drawback?
I mean, the drawback would be dying in my thing and not.
Hear me
losing
out.
HP.
What if I actually wanted the drawback?
Wait. I'm gonna watch closely.
Because that is the other thing I love about my Elite Four.
I'm confused to the best.
Oh. You will love it when it happens.
Yep.
You will appreciate it. It's not in this fight though.
Ah, okay. That's so good, actually. Just getting these things down. Now imagine how hard this would be if Frostlass existed.
I thought about Snowcloak for a while, and I am perfectly alright. Frostlass? Easy peasy, I have Shadow Ball. However,
Oh, that's true, that's true.
they have Feint Attack, so they don't care about Snowcloak. I do. A nice little minute 48 time saver, however much that is. Actually, it's minute 54.
That's
Minute 56.
you like your time isn't actually the fastest one at this point, right?
It is not.
Okay. Because like by sharing this week before, I mean it is the great thing to do, but aren't you risking to get your time above the buck?
Yeah. But only 5 people have even completed runs.
Fair.
And mine has arguably the best, if not the second best ceiling. Like, Amoeba's time, he can't do too much better than...
I mean,
he can save, I want to say 4.5 minutes, maybe.
I mean, if you're not playing like purely for the money, that is super respectable. Like in terms of pride, I think it's kind of cooler if people switch to your route.
My route's public.
Yeah, you even gave the frames.
All my notes. Nobody else even looked at rollout until I brought it up. Because everybody was looking at the Bulbapedia page that doesn't talk about, or not Bulbapedia page, but the Cerebi page that doesn't talk about move tutors off the bat.
Yeah.
So I brought up rollout to everybody because they were trying to figure out how to beat Flannery, and I was like, you guys do realize that rollout exists, right?
This is why I use the German wiki, because it's actually more complete than
Well,
most
Bulbapedia,
other wikis.
all the information's on Cerebi and Bulbapedia, right? That's not what the issue is.
Alright. It's how it's formatted.
Yeah, exactly. People didn't look at it far enough. They were just looking at face value. And I had originally used, when I was first routing, I wanted to try and use rollout on Watson too, but I forgot about static. So that went out the window. And I think it's better for it, because that was not a lot of fun. Look at how much recoil my boy is taking. If I did not have 90 base HP, this would be a real problem.
Yeah. But you do.
Also,
I love this. It's just...
I can go for strength on Altaria. It's just, it's actually a really good damage roll in my favor. What is it? It's actually a 15 out of 16 to one-shot with strength. But double edge is just consistent, and I'm gonna have to heal anyway. So, it just makes sense. Now, I need Meryl alive for this fight. Meryl is the key that makes this entire fight work.
Okay.
Because of, we were talking about earlier about how Flannery and Winona make really stupid AI choices. Wallace does not. Wallace actually makes sense. For the most part. Wallace's stuff makes sense. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Alright. That's the strength. That's the dance. You're killing yourself to kill Waylord.
No, I'm killing myself to draw in Ludicolo.
Oh, because it. Yeah. That is so smart.
I learned that from
I love
watching
that.
everybody else's explosion strats. So I was like, wait a second. I just need to put Waylord at low enough HP that I can kill it with a double edge, but put myself at low enough HP that I kill myself. and it matches up in that scenario.
Yeah. That is so cool. It's a bit
Unfortunately,
scary
I
with
do
its,
need the
double
+1
team.
attack, but in all of the scenarios, like 90% of the time, it just went for Rain Dance turn 1 because it saw that Blizzard wouldn't kill.
That's cool. Double team is scary though.
It is. And honestly, the debate is whether or not I should strength turn 1 before all of the double teams come into play. But, you know, just hit lull.
Yeah.
I make a misplay here in a couple of turns, and I wasn't thinking about it until it literally happened. But I still have one more Pokemon in my party.
Yep. Oh, it has roar? Nah.
Mm-mm. No.
That'll be funny.
I don't need Shiftry alive. I could just double edge the final Pokemon and
You could say
it'd be
turn for
faster.
healing. Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I waste like, what, 18, 19 seconds here healing up. Eating this Hyper Beam and then attacking. But yeah. That is the explosionless Wallace.
G to the G.
And actually, I think Chippy and Icy also do explosionless. Well, they explode on the Waylord. But yeah, watching Amoeba explode on Waylord and then using Meryl to draw out Ludicolo gave me the idea to set up on the Ludicolo instead. So, I'm very thankful that Amoeba at least did one run live. Actually, he's done a few attempts live because I was able to learn a lot of stuff, and I hope that everybody's able to learn something from my run too, because like that's honestly what makes these things so much fun. Is all the different perspectives in the community that give rise to some of the unique strategies. That to me is the best part about all this.
You know what?
So like, even though I didn't like make any money off of the Ludicolo alt main challenge, it was still tremendous fun for me.
So, what is the distribution of money again?
It's 300 for first, and then -50 for each subsequent placing through 5th.
Right.
And we
how
have
many players how many people are participating?
right now, I think in terms, I actually don't remember the order, but it's me, Amoeba, Blartic, Chippy, Icy. So we have 5 people already who have completed runs and have splits.
If there is a 6th person out there,
Yays.
I will the Nintendo Pokemon Direct is next week.
This week, yes.
If Pokemon Emerald for Nintendo Switch Online is announced, I shall add another $100, either to be split up evenly or for a potential 6th place.
I think 5th place already gets 100. Let me double check.
Yeah, but it would be like either 20 to everyone bonus or another 100.
I don't
for
know
6th
if we
place.
had a 6th person actually interested. There was a dude at the beginning when we were talking about this, said that he was doing a casual run through, and I really wished that he had like recorded. But he
Yeah,
said he didn't do it
like-
in one. He didn't do it in one sitting, so it wasn't going to be leaderboard eligible.
You
But other than
can
that, I don't
relay
know
that
if we
information.
have a 6th person submitting.
Maybe someone else will be excited.
But
try.
okay. You might want to go ahead and throw that into the bounty chat then.
I will try to find it.
Okay.
But it's a very conditional thing because
Yeah.
I just bought a new 3DS. I can't be.
Okay.
spending
Well,
money.
if you can't like guarantee commit to it, you
yeah,
probably shouldn't.
Yeah. I can reach out to people either way.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was the run that I did on Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Definitely learned a lot of things. It's a darn shame those of you who missed the Flannery fight.
Yep.
But at this point in time, my scheduled commentary-less run should be live on YouTube. If you wanted to go and watch the version without commentary, and then I will be also throwing this one onto my YouTube channel as well. And yeah. Congratulations to me for even changing 3 different fight strategies after this run. And I think I will do.
You changed a small part of history.
I think I will do some more runs this coming week, yeah.